another episode of the TMossBoss show. And in this episode, I haven't done this in a while. Maybe like what, a couple of weeks probably? I don't know. I honestly can't remember the last time I did one of these. I think it has been a couple of weeks though. At least 2-3 weeks. But anyways, welcome to another Ask Reddit episode. Now, if you are new to my podcast, go check out the other Ask Reddit episodes. Pretty much I just find some of the questions that people ask on the Ask Reddit subreddit and give off my best answers. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I just skip the questions. So I think I've skipped questions before. Yeah, I think I just there was like questions that was even like meant for me to answer, like questions for the women out there and stuff. Questions like that. Or it's like some hard question where I'm like, okay, I just don't feel comfortable asking that. But anyways, like one of the questions I'm looking at. But no, reading the first question, what's a place easy to enter but hard to exit? For me, dang, I don't even know. There's not too many places out there where it's like easy for me to enter but then hard for me to exit. Like usually it's the other way around. Like it's hard for me to enter but then it's like it's easy. Yeah, it's hard for me to enter but easy for me to exit. Because usually I just like, should I go in there? Like, I don't know. Like, I know if I go in there, I'm going to buy something. But if I don't go in there, but I'm like, it's like going... Like, if you've seen that movie, What About Bob? The most iconic scene, you could use that for any situation. But he's trying to get into this bus and he's like going like back and forth, walking around and all this other extra stuff. And eventually he gets into it and things. But, yeah, I'm like, it's like that. No, it's like that. But I don't know. Maybe a shoe store. That would probably be it. Like a shoe store, and I got all the money in the world. Or it could be like a career path that you're following in, that you love, and you always wanted to do this and things like something like that. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I should read some other people's, but I'm trying to hurry up and get through this. I don't know about reading other people's answers and trying to get an example and stuff. But next question, criminals of Reddit. See, that's a question I can't answer because I'm not a criminal. But anyways, what is your plan when you break into a house and see a naked man running straight towards you? What? Wow, that took a turn for the worse. I was honestly like, I didn't even read the full question. I just seen the beginning part. And was all like, dang, like, what are they gonna do? Like, but then, yeah, now it's like they breaking into a house and you see a naked man running full speed at you. I would imagine, like, some of them will probably try to fight the guy or, like, try to run away from the guy. I don't know. Like, it depends on how the house is set up. Like, if I can do a full circle around that house, grab a few things, and then leave, then okay. But if there's just direct, like this man's running strictly towards me and stuff, I feel like this could be a question for anybody. This don't necessarily have to be a criminal and things, but maybe it's like, am I a criminal if I answer the question? I don't know. I would leave. I would leave. I'm like, man ain't gonna run outside naked. And I'm like, that's public nudity. So we both gonna be going to jail if you do that. But anyways, yeah, me breaking in and entering and then you public nudity. I'm like, as long as you put me in a different cell than this man, and I think we're okay. But anyways, yeah, I will probably leave depending on how the house is set up. But if I'm like a straight up, like, what do they call it, kleptomaniac, and it's like they just be out there just stealing and things, yeah, then yeah, I'm like, probably do like a full lap around the house, grab as many things as I can, hold on to it, try to like run down the street as I'm putting it in a backpack or a duffel bag, whatever I possibly can do, and then yeah, just move on to the next house and things. But if there ain't no other way of like running in or running around the house, then yeah, just pretty much just leave. Dang, it's like that would be scary. That's seriously, but it's like I'm putting myself in that situation, so like what would I expect? Like that's, I don't know. Definitely would have like swung on that man and then would have tried to, they're showing this Pepsi commercial, this dude's dancing to this Missy Elliott song, and I'm like, this dude, he was dancing. That's like definitely somebody where you're like, you have to just know about his life and things. Like how did you become the man that you are today? That would be my question towards him. But No, it's like, yeah, watch. He's dancing to it. Missy Elliott lose control, and that man, he was dancing like that can't even be denied. But next question: what is a good response to what are your intentions with my daughter? You know, I've never been asked that question before. I had to say all the girls I've talked to, I've never had to meet their father. Like, and one girl that I was like really, really interested in, like I met everybody in the family except her father and stuff. So that's why I'm like, if I was asked that question, probably saying I never hurting her. Never hurting her. And I'm not saying that just because like you're the father, like no, that's my intentions. I do not want to hurt this girl whatsoever. So just making sure that she's never hurt and always being there for her. Like that's just who I am as a person. So I was like to any fathers out there, if you're hearing my podcast, and then that's my answer. Like you don't even need to ask me. Like that's my answer. So I'm like I know people are gonna be all like, oh, you just saying that because of the father. Like that's the father and stuff. No, that's just who I am as a person and things. Like with or without them, I'll tell her that. I'll tell the mom that, siblings, anybody. I'll tell the freaking family pet that. I don't care. So, anyways. Massage therapist of Reddit. Have you ever had a sexual experience while giving a client a massage? Or what was the creepiest thing to ever happen to you while giving a client a massage? See, that's the thing. Like, that's where I'm like, I would never want to be a massage therapist. Because just knowing that this person is going to try to slip me an extra 20 to do some weird things, I'm like, I don't know your current body situation. Okay, I need to know. Like, see, that's why it's like I feel like the only people that you should be giving a massage is your significant other. That's it. Maybe your child, but the only thing that you can really do with a child is giving them a back rub. Give them a back rub, make sure they're taking their good nap, and then you disappear and go watch TV and play video games. But other than that, yeah, the only people you really should be massaging is your significant other. But I can't just go out of my way and just like massage. And I know people are like, bro, and I know there'll probably be like some men out there that are massage therapists and be like, oh, some of the hottest women be coming through and things. I'm like, you know what? That's just an opportunity that I'm just gonna have to pass up on. And I'm like, I would love to. But then, see, here's the thing. Like, then there's, I might get caught up in the situation. That's why I'm like, nope, I ain't put myself in them shoes. I will not. So that's why it's like, I wouldn't cross that boundaries. Like I said, that's just an opportunity I just have to pass up on. I'm like, I couldn't cross that boundary. That's why it's like, massage your significant others. Do not massage. But I mean, if that's your job, that's your profession, that's what you love doing in things. You love rubbing on people and like, I don't know what other things that be going on in massage therapies and stuff. And I'm like, but yeah, I'm like, if that's what you love doing, then I guess follow your dreams. But anyways, people who sleep naked, what is your plan in case of a fire or a murderer? Dang. Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends on like how bad the fire is and where the murderer is at and how is my escape route. Like if I can easily just get out of my window and just run, then yeah, I would be like, I definitely will run to the next door neighbor's house. Like hopefully they're awake. Like, cause then I'm like, okay, if there's like some, like ways of me getting out of this, like, and then everything is okay on the outside, then all right. Like if I was like, if there was a murderer in my house, I was able to get out of my house without him knowing, ran right past like everything, like he doesn't know, he's just looking like, why is like, see, that's some weird stuff. Like that's where it's like, you can't do the other question where it's like the criminals of Reddit, where it's like you run at them full speed. They're trying to rob me. But in this case, this person is trying to murder me. So that's why it's like, I definitely would, like try to run out the house. But then if it's like a fire, like if I wake up and then I can like see the fire surrounding me, but then that's what it's all like, dang, like I just take a mad dash out the window, jump out the window, cuts, burns, everything possible. I'm like, as long as I'm alive. But if it's a murderer, then just run out the house, run down the street. My phone, it's one of my friends. One of my friends just texted me. Hold on, let me respond to the text real quick. Shout out to my best friend Priscilla. Hold on. I'm almost just because I can't like talk and then try to text at the same time. So wait, because I hold on. Dang it, freaking iPhone! They making my fingers feel like I'm that guy from what's that movie called? Freaking Fantastic Four. No. There we go. Okay, so, but yeah, then it's like a murder just run down the street and then just be like, if people ask, I'm like, yo, somebody was trying to murder me. I sleep naked. Here I am. Like, at least I'm covering myself. I'm not like just running down the street with my junk just swinging in the air and stuff. Like, no, I'm like, I would at least make sure I'm covering myself. But I'm like, hey, there's a murder in my house. I sleep naked. That's why I'm the way I am. But I need help. Call 911. Call the cops. Call somebody. But I'm like, I cannot. I just cannot. All right, be killed butt naked and stuff. So that's why I'm like, if it's like, yeah, house is on fire, then yeah, just jump out the window. If people see, then they just about like, oh, he sleeps naked. I don't care if y'all judge me. I'm like, I'm not trying to burn up to death. So it's like either burn to death or jump out the window butt naked. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I would do. But anyways, you have complete control over one element from the periodic table. What can you do with it? Probably water. And I definitely, I would want to control like water. Because I like definitely, I would be, oh my goodness. Like, man, I would never be thirsty. Yeah, because I would always, ooh. And then if it's like, if I have control over all types of water, I would get like one big bottle of Fiji water. And it's like if I can make water just appear from nowhere, I would seriously set the water bottle in front of me, raise my hand as the bottle gets full, and then yeah, I'm like, oh, I would seriously like that would be amazing. That would seriously be amazing. Or if somebody like, yeah, because do you understand how many things you can, then it's all like, oh man, like the power is out. Or I'm like, and then it's like if I'm stranded, I would go to like, oh, I would have no problems going with hot climate states because if I have control over the temperature of the water, I'll be out in freaking Death Valley, okay, walking out there. I know people are like, bro, you're crazy. I'm like, I can control water, okay? I can seriously, I'm like, just have it where I'm like, just have my hand over my head, just cover myself with cold water, and then I'll be fine. I'll just do that like every 10, 20 minutes. I wouldn't care. So yeah, I'm like, definitely I would control water. Yeah, then just like, of course, like give it to people that need water and stuff. Just like hold a cup out, raise my hand, give them a full cup of water, and I'm like, all right, if you need some water, you know where to contact me. And then, oh man, then of course, like, because that was like the first thing I seen. Wait, they're all like Reddit do the suspicious activity. What? Reddit just suspended my account. I just read. Okay, there's like you can do it. You can continue using Reddit by reset. Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to do that because I'm like, what did I even do? Like, I didn't even do nothing. I seriously, I go on Reddit, go to Ask Reddit, and that's it. Like, what can I possibly? I don't know. I do not know. But anyways, but no, going back to this thing where it's all like the controlling like water and stuff. Because no, there's just like they're like the Australia's like forest fires. I about like fly me out there right now. Like fly me out there right now. I would seriously walk through the woods just covering everything with water and stuff. So I'm like, yes. Like, please send me out there. I'm like, y'all don't have this. That would be my job. That would just be like, I would be my own fireman. I'm like, I seriously would. I'm like, so, yeah. I'm like, that's just me. I'm like, quench my thirst, put out fires. There we go. So, next question. What rules implemented because of you? What does implemented mean? I ain't even gonna look at that. I ain't even gonna read the answers. I just need to see the definition of implemented, because that's a word I don't use. So, put a decision plan agree into effect. So wait, what? What rule was implemented because of you? There was no rules implemented because of me. If I'm like imagining how this question should be answered, yeah, there was no rules implemented because of me. Yeah, yeah. That's that. That's my answer to that. My friend responded again. Hold on. Just need to reply real quick. Cause she knows she posted a cat video today. I'm like, dang, like I can't go back to her house because like one of her cats straight squared up with me, and it was like, if I catch you outside, you're getting smoked. Like that's how that cat looked at me and stuff. So I'm like, and then she got more cats. I'm like, yo, I don't know if I can ever go back over to your house again unless like half of those cats are like outside having a smoke break. But I'm like, I cannot go in there knowing that them cats, they would be in a corner looking at me and talking about me and then try to ambush me at the last second. So I'm like, I'm okay. I am okay. Okay. There we go. Sent that message. All right, now next question. Lawyers of Reddit. What was the most morally challenging case that you've worked on? Dang. They should have like a lawyer video game. Oh, then I feel like I can answer that. They like, I feel like when there's questions like criminals of Reddit, lawyers of Reddit, firemen's of Reddit, white people of Reddit, they should just come out of a video game. Well, I feel like a white person simulator, that would actually be a funny video game. Then they come out with a black person. Yo, where? How come like nobody ever contacts me over my ideas and stuff? Like a black man simulator. I feel like that would just being a black character in Grand Theft Auto and constantly just having 5 stars. Like no, that's okay. No, all right. My dark humor. That was it for tonight. I ain't gonna say anything else. Okay, but anyways, no. Being serious. Lawyers of Reddit was the most morally challenging case. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't really answer that question. So, next question. Would you date an opposite gender version of yourself? Why or why not? Dang. Probably yes. Wait. Would you date an opposite gender Okay, so I thought they were like a complete opposite of me. But like okay, so if we're saying like a complete opposite of me, probably maybe because I would like to see like why does this person hate the things that I love? So like if I like for an example, I love sneakers, video games, Fiji water and Red Bull. If they despise shoes, okay, despise video games, poured out all my yeah, I probably wouldn't date, but if it's like a opposite gender, like a woman version of me, yeah, I probably would. I probably would. But if it's like a complete opposite of me, I don't know, possibly just to see how they live and things. But next question, what was your ultimate flex when you were a child? Bringing McDonald's every single morning at this like cuz no, so I went to school out in West Seattle. But where the school was located at and where my mom's job was at, she had to leave early, like really early and stuff. So I wouldn't be late for school and she wouldn't be late for work. So anyways, like we had like enough. I would have to, well, I at least had enough time. So she would stop off at McDonald's every morning. Every morning. And I was like, that was the ultimate flex. Like, I started thinking about it and I was like, dang. Like, I was really getting McDonald's every single morning. I was getting pancakes, hash browns, chocolate milks. Oh my goodness. That's why I was like, man, I seriously, I should just go. I don't even know. Does freaking McDonald's even sell pancakes anymore? This was like years ago when I was in elementary and stuff. This was like, well, I'm 23 now, like definitely over 10 years ago. Definitely over 10 years ago and stuff. So I was like, man, that was my ultimate flex. That was definitely my ultimate flex. Next question, what was your secret hideout as a kid? It was these, it was like a hideout, because I wasn't really necessary. It was like, I went back there, but I shouldn't have been, because I was like, dang, like, what if I get stuck back here? But, no, it was, these, like, area, like, wooden area and stuff, But it was either that or like my friend's house. Like, but I wouldn't really call like a friend's house a hideout and things. But no, there's this park across the street, and I think it was my friend that discovered it. But yeah, we would just go back there and go in this wooden area. Then there was this like line that we just wouldn't cross it. And yeah, just that was like our hideout. We would maybe went back there like probably like 3-4 times. That was it. I think I went back there by myself. Why? I don't know. But yeah, I remember the time I went back there by myself too. It was getting ready to rain, and it was like thundering and lightning, and it wasn't thundering and lightning when I was out there, but it started thundering and lightning because I went back there. I remember I did like a full lap, ended up at this other part, did something like that. Would I do now? No, because I don't know what's back there. I haven't been in that park in years. I haven't been. The door is open. They got like this like gate up, and the gate door is open, but I'm like, nope, I ain't got no reason to go back there, so I'm good. I am good. Next question. What was the dumbest thing you thought as a kid? Dumbest thing I thought when I was a kid. I don't know. I will say that they are showing this episode of Fresh Prince. I think it was when Uncle Phil, he had like a heart attack and stuff. That was a crazy episode, man. But dumbest thing I thought as a kid, man, I don't know. I do not know. I don't know, because I thought about a lot of stuff, so it was like, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Maybe like the Santa Claus stuff and all that, maybe, but I don't think, oh, yep. They showing it. Uncle Phil, he had his, I was just all like, yep, that is a crazy episode. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought of a lot of dumb stuff when I was a kid. But, anyways, what would your 13-year-old self think of you now? I don't know. He definitely would look at me and be like, dang, bro. He's just like, is this is it? I'm like, that's why I would look at him about like, okay, so what I'm doing now, you need to do that right now. Like, you need to get on that, okay? Like, you need to definitely get on that and stuff. So, yeah, I would hope he would get motivated. And, yeah, just what I'm doing now, he's doing that right then and there and stuff. So, that's what I would hope. But, next question. What's the funniest thing you've experienced? I don't. They said during sex, and I'm like, it ain't really a funny experience. Like, I try not to have no funny experiences and stuff. Like, I don't know. That's a question. I'm like, even if I did, like, I still wouldn't want my personal business out there like that. I would imagine there's, like, probably some people that, like, damn, farted. And I'm like, I would never want to do that. That's what I'm like, that's what's like, gotta make sure everything is set and straight before you get into that type of stuff. But, yeah. That is, wow. All right. Next question. I ain't never had no funny experiences and stuff. So, next question. What's something you can say during sex, but also in office meetings? I don't know. Dang. What is something? I don't even know. Cause I don't have an office job, so I don't really know. I don't know. I should just like sneak into an office meeting and just listen. I'm like, okay, like write down a bunch of stuff. Just go in there and be taking notes. And they be all like, you don't work here. I'm like, yeah, but just for the next time a question like this gets answered and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. I'm just gonna read the next question. What makes a person boring? Not having a sense of humor. Not having a sense of humor. That to me, that's a boring person. Cause I'm like, what gets you through the day? They're all like, oh, I don't know. I don't like anything happy. I don't like cats, dogs. Like, if I show them a funny video and they're all like, I don't get it. But it's like that all the time, and it's like clear as day what happens in the video. Like, I was showing a coworker a video today. It was these two gorillas fighting in this like gorilla pit at a zoo. And it was like, and we were like overall like laughing about like what we would do, because I know I would do. I wouldn't even be. I was like, nope, I quit. Like, if you expect me to go down and break up them two gorillas, I quit. So I'm like, I ain't doing it. But we were laughing about it. If I showed them that video and they're all like, oh, it's two gorillas fighting, I'm like, what's so interesting about that? I'm like, do you not understand? Like, look at the caption, look at the meme. It's a meme. Dang, like I can't even get nothing to crush you and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, definitely. I'm like, probably a person not having a sense of humor, and they just overall just nothing, like no emotions over anything. But dang, what, they are like all these like certain questions for certain people. They got one there like private investigators of Redditors who have employed private investigators. What is the best stories of your? You see, I'm not a private investigator, so I'm like, I can't answer that. So next question, serious question: how does a missing finger affect your ability to perform sign language? Dang, wow, I ain't never thought of that. Like, huh? Dang, that would be messed up. Cause it would be like the important, like I don't even know, like what's the most I feel like all fingers are the most common fingers to use in sign language, but the most common finger, and then that ain't there. Like, dang, person's probably like, man, half your words is missing. Like, no, okay, it was supposed to be a serious question. I even meant to. Dark humor is done. Okay, like dark humor comedy is done. I'm not doing it anymore. So, nope. Ain't saying anything else. But anyways, next question. What are some fictional characters you have a crush on? I don't know. I think this question has been asked before, but I've never had a crush on a fictional character. I cannot think of. Yeah, I definitely have answered this question before. And I'm like, I remember the whole sitting down trying to think about it. And I'm like, I ain't never had a crush on a fictional character. And I'm like, if we're talking like cartoon or like some Avengers type stuff where it's like some live action, like, yeah, not one character. So I'm like, that's why it's like, I cannot think of a character and stuff that I've had a crush on. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, well, actually, no. It's like, if we're talking wrestling, technically them guys is characters, because some of them don't even be going by their real names. So let me think of like, I don't think, because there's like a lot of, I don't know. There was the one girl, her name was like Maria Kanellis or something like that. I have to say it would probably be her, or no, it was the one woman that be singing in wrestling. Her name is like Lillian Garcia. She was definitely somebody I had a crush on when I was younger. She was like, well, she ain't really a character, but she played a role in WWE, which technically counts as a character. So, yeah, I had to say her. But that was like a long time ago. I don't know, like I've gotten older now, and I've seen a lot of different women, and so Lillian Garcia, like, if I was near her age, because I don't know how, I think she's like, what, like maybe like 40 something or something like that. If I was in my 40s, yeah, I definitely would give her a call. I'd be all like, yeah, so I love your singing, and I think you're a beautiful woman. Let's hang out. Like, I'm like, I know there's a lot more that I need to say, but I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick, all right? So let's just sit down and talk about this before anything like goes the wrong way. Like, let's just communicate right now, all right? But next question: what is the easiest thing an average Redditor can start doing to save planet Earth? The obvious, maybe picking up the trash. Like, I just feel like that there's so much trash all over the place, like just with litter, people throwing cigarette butts all over the place. That like what, downtown Seattle? Let's start off with there. Like, let's start off with their downtown, downtown areas and stuff. And start there, get all the trash out of there and stuff, because it's like, man, that whole place, it's gonna be a homeless zone and a trash zone. You're gonna be having to like slide down from freaking, like, what was that scene in The Shining when that kid slid down that snow hill? That's gonna be us in like 20 years, but it's just gonna be trash and homeless people and stuff. So next question: what is your phone wallpaper? I just got a new iPhone, and I thought it would have been like one of these like moving like 3D screens. It's not moving at all. So I thought it would have been like a moving screen, but yeah, it's just one of those like basic iPhone screens. On my last phone, it was a pair of shoes that I had, so it was that for a little bit. I should like find that photo and send it to my iPhone and have it as my wallpaper and stuff. But anyways, what's a job no one seems to know about, but is actually an incredible, vital part of to society? Maybe a social worker or something like that. Maybe, but I feel like that's a job that maybe some people might know about and stuff. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Fires of what? Fires of Reddit. What is your plan when you're burning a house and you see a naked man running at you? What is your plan when you're burning a house and you see arsonist of Reddit? It's like that's what that should have been. Fires of Reddit. I'm like, what does a fire do when you see another fire? Like I don't understand this. Like I don't even know. Like alright, freaking. Alright, I'm gonna read these last two questions and I'm gonna end this episode. But what is the worst thing you could say to someone as you try to kick them out of bed after a one night stand? What is the worst thing you could say to someone as you try to kick them out of your bed after a one night stand? Dang, okay. Yeah, I don't find you. Well, I'm like, I was drunk, and sober me doesn't find you attractive. Dang, that hurt. I'm like that would hurt. I'm like that would hurt. I'm like, well, dang. I'm like, I sat down. I was just like, I heard them words. I mean, of course, I heard those words. But I haven't heard those words. I feel like I digged myself a hole, and now I'm trying to climb up out of it. I ain't never heard those words said to me myself, but like listening to it, like dang, like me saying that, like I'd say, I'm like, man, that'd be harsh. That girl definitely would cry if I said something like that to her. See, that's why it's like, you gotta be nice to people, man. Like, you gotta seriously be nice. I would tell her, I'm like, yo, I was drunk. Like, I can't be like, I'm not like a mean person. So if something like that were to happen, I'd just be all like, I probably would just be all like, yeah, so, thing is, like, I was not really expecting this to happen. Like, I was drunk, and I hope I didn't take any advantages of you and stuff. Like, we could be cool, but relationship wise, like I'm like I don't really know about that. Like, dang, man, it's like either way, it's gonna be harsh because this person might be like, well, I just found the one, but I was like, I was drunk, I didn't know. Like, I don't even know who I was. Like, so that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably what I said originally, but anyways, there's a new Mount Rushmore. All right, so yeah, this is the last question. But there's a new Mount Rushmore, but for great legends of music. What four faces are carved in the side of this mountain? Probably Michael. Well, people might have few choice words to say about Michael Jackson. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Tupac. Dang, man. What is another good artist? Like, what's an artist he had? Like, okay, well, then we're gonna put Michael Jackson because he definitely had some fans crying. Probably, okay, Tupac, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and I know people are gonna probably be mad at me for saying this, but Justin Bieber. Okay, I said it. But no, like, Justin Bieber, though, like, if we talking, like, early days Justin Bieber, I mean, this man still got them fans that he had back in the day. Because it was like he came out with a new song, and people are going wild over that. And I was like, wow, this man still got the fans he had when he was like 13 years old. Like, he's killing it. He's definitely killing it. So, probably him. I know people be all like, wow, like this artist, and this artist. Like, I know I offended people. My bad. So that's the only name I can really think of at the time. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. However it's set up. This has been another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.